A MAGA cafe owner in Australia, of all places, had to close his second location in a row because he apparently realized a little bit too late that actively insulting your customers is not the best business strategy. This is Mark Costa. You can see a shot of him here. And rarely have selfies done this much work in telling you who a person is. He opened Bueno Eatery in St. Peter's in March after previously closing his location in Waterloo. This is Hale and Hearty. And so both of those ran into some significant problems. So he had declared his cafe a Donald Trump safe zone, which means something very different to him than it does to me. For me, it would be a place where you don't have to worry about Donald Trump, but no, it was there. With a side of racism, he's promising racism. At the time, DaCosta blamed the left-wing fake vegan community for the closure, telling those who criticized his attitude to go F yourself, which again, none of this is good business. I did stumble a bit on one of those quotes. He said the left-wing fake vegan community, and I thought at first, wait, why are you attacking them as fake vegans? And so I dug a little bit, and it turns out the first location that closed down was, and this is gonna be the most shocking part of this story, it was a vegan cafe. This MAGA Trump lover opened up a vegan cafe. Like, dude, I'm not saying that there aren't all sorts of people in this world, but I feel like vegans are not that likely in Australia to be super big fans of Donald Trump. That's a bad business strategy. So he attacked them. Then he had a second location, and he had initially implied when he opened it up that he was gonna back off of the political stuff. But then he started posting photos of him with Donald Trump again and getting in people's face. And again, it didn't work out. And so the second one had to close. It's just, look, you can start any business you want. You can make it totally non-political, which is what 99% of businesses are. You can make it try to appeal to left-wingers. You can make it try to appeal to MAGA. You can do that. What you don't get to do is have a guarantee that it's gonna succeed. And if you try once and it fails, and then you do it again, maybe the next time, just keep the MAGA stuff for like your social media or like your day-to-day life. Like maybe centering that in your business isn't the best strategy. But Sharon, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that you gotta just, now we're into Australia here, okay? And other issues with MAGA spreading and infecting everything. And I just think, what do we do with this ultimately? You know, I feel like sometimes there's this ping pong ball going off in my head in larger society about everything we're seeing swirl around us and things that we can't, get through or get past or get beyond. I mean, snowflakes losing. It's like, which side are you on and who are you rooting for? And that's what everything is broken down into. It can never be, we justify this, but we don't like this. We can't really parse, you're either this team or that team. And it's just kind of exhausting. It's like the game that never ends and goes into overtime again and again and again and again.
Yeah, you know what it feels to me, and this is pure speculation. I have no idea if this is what actually happened. I've never been to Australia, I don't know about Australia. This feels like a guy who maybe spent too much time on Twitter and listening to the podcasts and watching the shows, and then he's thinking, yeah, this is what everybody's like, so I'm gonna do this. I wanna focus on. I see all these anti-woke beers and anti-woke razors, and like those are doing well, right? Even though there's no evidence that they are. And so I'll do the same thing, but like it's Australia, man. And I'm not saying Australia doesn't have conservatives or racism or anti-immigrant fervor or whatever. They have all those things, but like this, you're not opening this up across the street from Mar-a-Lago. Like maybe do a little bit of market research or something. And maybe not everything has to be political. Like I have a dream of opening up a cafe myself, actually. I think that would be a very fun thing to do. I appreciate cafes. And ain't nobody got the money for it. I wish I could. But if I did, I'm not gonna be spitting in anyone's face because I need them to buy coffee. Like it's not gonna be like attacking the right necessarily, unless I think that's what would make it work. Okay, I'll look into it. But anyway, yeah, you can try anything you want, doesn't mean it's gonna work. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, I think that you should get some seed money, start a GoFundMe, you'll do the right thing with the funds, and you could do the show from there.
Yeah.
You could do the show from there. And I think it could be a way for people to gather, discuss, talk, have coffee, whatever.
Yeah.
Your mom's baked treats. I think if this is what you want, I like when you incorporate things into your already everyday love and passion.
Yeah.
I really think you should go for it.
Okay, so here's really fast because I know we only have 5 minutes. I did have an idea. It was terrible business plan, but I thought in LA, what if you had a place that's like a cafe or whatever, and then it has a dedicated spot for not just like me to do a show, but other people could do shows or broadcasts there. And you could have a little bit of a live audience or whatever, but I don't think that it would actually work as a business, so I haven't actually proposed it.
Except I don't know how you're gonna with the rent and stuff, but there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
You have people who love you and back you, and then have a Marvel night or whatever night, you know what I mean? Different themes. I think you can do this. Don't sell yourself
Marvel
short.
night?
Yeah, keep people interested.
Okay, that does sound fun. I need a backer with some money though, and I don't know a lot of people who have a lot of money. Actually, Marjorie Green's got to, hey, Marge, I take it all back. You wanna back me in my little cafe or whatever, you can broadcast your podcast there. Does she still do that?
But you said other people could too. So that means she's gonna do hers there too.
Both sides, yes, okay.